Olá pessoal, hoje na área, canal BR. Então, dando continuidade ao game Chernobylite, jogando no meu PC. Então, vamos continuar exatamente onde eu parei no vídeo anterior. Fui pro dia 38, tinha acabado de sequestrar o Kozlov e deixei pro Mikhail resolver. Você pode voltar à usina que se sentir preparado. O quadro que mostra o plano fica ao lado do quadro. Tá? Isso quer dizer o seguinte, que eu não tenho mais nada para fazer aqui. Aham. E aí, já estou preparado? Posso fazer uma tentativa. Vamos fazer o seguinte. Vamos deixar escopeta. Tá. Vou pegar a HK e deixar a 12. Vou pegar as munição da HK. Tá, vou pegar isso aqui também e o resto fica. Vou deixar mais o revólver e as balas do revólver. Tá. Aqui eu vou pegar esta aqui e esta aqui. E as munição. Aqui. Ok. Essa aqui eu deixo, essa aqui eu deixo. Tá. Vamos organizar. E vou fabricar mais munição. Essa aqui. Deixo. Por enquanto é isso. E vamos fabricar mais munição aqui. Tá. Tá. E vamos fabricar munição aqui. E agora? Isso aqui eu posso deixar. Aqui. Isso aqui eu posso deixar. Vou fabricar mais isso aqui. Dessa. Vou fabricar da outra lá. Aqui. Essa aqui. Não consigo fabricar mais. Vou fabricar então. Vou me entupir de bala. 4 pontos de habilidades. Vou fabricar. Esses 50. Ok. Acabou. E agora? Não tem mais o que fazer. Vamos lá. Ah, não, mas calma aí, né? Faltou pegar meus life, né? Uf, boca aberta. Deixa eu guardar aqui. Vou guardar isso aqui. Isso aqui. Isso aqui. Isso. É. E aqui. Vou pegar aqui. Só isso que eu tenho pra pegar? É. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo fabricar mais alguma coisa aqui. Beleza, consigo fabricar isso aqui. Isso só. Ok. Tá bom, né? Olha, se não for agora, não sei como é que vai ser. O que que eu preciso? Peça de cerâmica. Peça de metal. Não, onde é que eu fabrico peça de cerâmica? Aqui? Não. Aqui. Placa de metal. Aqui, placa de cerâmica. Vai aumentar ali. Não tá aumentando. É, mas não tá ficando aqui. Ah, tá sim. Yes. Como ali ainda. Olha, não tem mais como eu ir melhor preparado, né? Não tem nada, né? Não tem nenhuma missão. Vamos lá. Olha só, será que eu não consigo ir lá e olhar coisa? Deixa eu ver. Não cheguei a ver aqui. Dados insuficientes. Por isso que eu acho que ainda não é o final, por causa daquela simulação lá. A não ser que não precise. Vamos ver. Bom, o blá 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 deve ser o mesmo.
I know we can do this. We have mercy. I have evidence that NAR Tachana and her. We must act. What about that black? His name is Boris. He Tachana and he experimented like a pep talk, Professor. Yes, we do. We've got. This is much bigger. One organization holding this much power is against. You know how I feel. I started out doing this. You think I'm gonna back? I appreciate your trust. Time and again, NAR has shown they would. We'll dress somebody up. We have 2 NAR uniforms. I'll do it. You should take someone who can keep his cool. You're not seriously thinking about going without me.
Essa é a escolha óbvia por conta do passado militar. Ele sempre mantém a calma em situação de tensão. Talvez precisamos menos de um pouco de loucura. Oliver.
All right, we still have one more. NAR must have upgraded its digital defense perimeter. A skillful hacker should be able to. I'm your man, electronics. I need someone to cover. Firearms are my preferred method of solving. My shooting's impaired since I injured my. Last but not least, a spy. I've been watching these assholes. I know the power. Does everyone know what to do?
Vamos lá.
You've already tried and failed, Igor. Perhaps there's a better way. Let me show you something.
o que eu fiz aqui.
Every decision you made during this mission lies before you. Revisit your choices and change them at your will. Ponder your mistakes and make them right. Finish your mission and find me, Igor. Your technician hacked the biometric scanner, and you made it through without raising it. You used Sashko's explosives to blow open the door to the power plant. Terracon remotely disabled the power to the electrified corridors. You tried to trick the NAR soldiers in the Golden Corridor, but they didn't fall for it. One of your companions paid the price.
Esse aqui eu vou mudar assim. Não, porque ele não morreu. Ele não morreu.
Your technician broadcast an emergency warning, convincing the scientists to leave the reactor.
Tá.
Thanks to Semenov's map, your spy was able to guide you through the ventilation ducts.
Continuar. Vou fazer o seguinte aqui. Essa aqui fica aqui. Essa aqui, aqui. Essa aqui, aqui. Tá. Aqui. 250. Tá. Aqui. 19 só. Vou começar com essa aqui.
These old ventilation ducts will take me straight to the Ark.
Lembrei agora.
What the hell is this? Was it here before? Looks like some sci-fi fucking movie prop. The door is trapped. Touch it, and I'll spend my last moments on Earth convulsing on the dirty floor. This door wasn't supposed to be here.
Mousy, the ventilation duct should not be secured. The Rat King is watching and waiting. I can feel it.
I can use the charges to disrupt the power supply. There's an auxiliary generator, but you should have a few moments to get past before it kicks in.
Wait, Igor, remember the map you borrowed from that fucker Semenov? It shows another way in. Guess it was worth it in the end, huh?
Get the ball rolling, Sashko.
I'm going. No need to wish me luck. I make my own. One mistake. One fucking mistake.
Sashko? What's going on?
They didn't catch me. They could never catch me. But they got me anyway. I can't get up, Igor. This is... The game is over for me.
Don't move. I'm going to...
Yeah, it's too late for that. I had a good run. You're on your own now, okay? Shit.
We're so close. Listen, don't give up, Sashko. Sashko?
Morreu.
Oh, hello, Igor. I've been expecting you.
Semenov? You said you didn't want any part of this. Explain yourself.
You are remarkable, my boy. Yes, ask your questions, please. I have to say, you earned that right through your hard work and persistence.
Tanya, where is she?
You've always
Yeah.
known where she is. She's here. Alas,
What do you mean?
You should be asking, what is...
If you hurt her...
Stop, please. Stop. After everything you've seen, everything you've learned, I'll spell it out for you. If you haven't the stomach to see it, she always has been. We're going to use Tatiana to create... She will travel there and help her...
This is madness.
My God, is this display? You must put your mortal inside. The only real force in everything else is a substitute. And you. You are my... You were supposed to be special, so all that glorious potential has... I failed you, yeah?
I'm going to
Tô
save
falando que eu já
Tatiana.
passei por isso, tá, pessoal?
Stay out.
Unfortunately, no. I cannot allow...
Eu sei que tem mais. Tô na usina e acho que agora eu vou enfrentar o nosso amigo. Será que não?
You heard the man move! The priority is to protect the lab!
Damn. Looks like we'll have to fight our way out. These guys are the last thing standing between me and Tatiana. I can't back down now. I'll fight my way in if I have to.
Oh no, this sucks big time balls. I wish we had someone inside who could get those assholes to look the other way.
There's no other choice.
Tango spotted! Engage at will! We've got men down!
Sério que eu não tenho mais nada, só aquelas ali. Não vim com muito life preparado, não. Opa, tô voltando.
Tatiana! Finally!
Pretty hot for 60 years old. Damn!
Igor, my love. My child.
It's been so very long. But it's finally you. It has to be you.
You know it in your heart, my love. I've been calling out to you for all these years, and you answered.
But how?
You shouldn't be here. It's a mistake. You'll only bring great misery on us all. My poor little boy. All of us together, finally. Release me, my love. Free me.
What did you call me? I don't understand. What can I do?
There's nothing you can do. You have to end this. Both of us. We're a mistake. An abomination. Close the portal. Destroy the connection.
What connection?
The connection is the strongest force in the universe. It cannot be destroyed. It has to be completed. It is our destiny. Go to the reactor. Find it, my love. It is waiting for you.
Find what?
No more waiting. Please, can't you just let me die? I can't take any more.
Tanya?
Go. Die. Fade. Portal.
Tatiana, are you still there?
Boris, help. Die. Igor.
I don't understand. Oh, fuck.
Reactor. Chernobylite.
Well, what do I do? Oh, fuck, I need to figure this out.
Claro. Aqui não tem como ir. Quem é tu?
You took your time, Igor.
Cut the crap. It's time you gave me some answers.
Yes, we'll get to that. But since this is our last meeting, I want to ask you a question first.
Fine. Just make it quick.
What do you really hope to achieve, Igor?
Eu fiz tudo isso pela Tatiana. Tá na cara que essa coisa é perigosa demais pra ficar na mão dos homens. Declarar que a Chernobylite precisa ser destruída. Preciso sobreviver antes de pensar nos próximos passos.
Isn't that obvious? I want to save Tatiana.
You may find this surprising, but our goals are actually aligned.
How's that?
We were both going after the same thing, but this whole time we've been chasing someone else's agenda without knowing it. Chernobylite's agenda.
Come on, man. I've come too far to be fed a line of bullshit.
Let's start from the beginning. Do you know who I am?
Hora de tirar as máscaras, Boris. Revelar que você sabe qual é o nome dele. Não sei se a teoria clássica do paradoxo temporal ainda se aplicaria a diversas dimensões, mas isso explicaria porque ele não pode me matar. E pelo claro que você seja a mesma pessoa. Não sei se estou cagando pra isso. Ele é só outro merda me impedindo de salvar Tatiana.
I sure do, Boris. You were my closest friend until you decided to betray me. To take Tatiana from me.
Boris is dead. I killed him on that fateful night, April 26th, 1986, and took his identity. Good riddance. He was a treacherous piece of shit.
You took his? Why?
The more important question, the question you somehow failed to ask yourself all this time is, who are you? Because you're not Professor Igor Kiminyuk. You never were. I am Igor Kiminyuk. I only changed my name to protect you and your mother.
Protect me? How? By trying to kill me at every turn?
If I wanted to kill you, I would have done it the first time we met at the power plant.
Will you quit talking in fucking riddles?
The truth is hard to swallow, I know. It was hard for me too. You are me. Tatiana isn't your fiancée. She's mine. Everything you know about her, everything you remember, none of it is yours. You're living someone else's life. My life. You are my clone, sort of. You got my body, my brain, my skills, and most importantly, my memories from before the Chernobyl disaster.
What are you saying? How is that even possible?
Tatiana was sterile. That was our personal tragedy. But when Semenov imprisoned her after the Tudo fiasco, she fell pregnant. At first, I thought Boris was the father, and I was angry with her. But that was another of Semenov's lies. He needed me to stay on the project and study Chernobylite, so he injected Tanya with the nano solution. What happened next was, I don't know what to call it, an immaculate conception. She gave birth to a boy, you. You grew much more quickly than other kids, but your mind didn't seem to follow. It was different somehow. The Chernobylite no doubt affected you in unpredictable ways. I never really considered you my son. You scared the shit out of me. I didn't know what to do with you. But it was obvious that Semenov would incorporate you into his experiments. Or maybe cut you open and rummage around inside. Until one night, Tanya, your mother, communicated with me telepathically, even though her body was in a coma. She pleaded with me to release you into the woods, and that's what I did.
You're saying Tatiana's child, who you released in the woods in 1990? But that's impossible. Impossible! I don't remember any of this.
Of course you don't. You looked like a teenager, but had the mind of a small child. I remember giving you a sweater that Tatiana knitted for me. The night was so cold. It had my name on it.
The sweater? I had it in the camp. I was imprisoned and...
Yes, it could have been a trigger. Your mind somehow began to rebuild itself. Why in my image? I can only guess. Perhaps you were constructed from Tatiana's desires, from her expectations of a child. Funny how I called it pseudoscience. I suspect the process was somehow facilitated by the Chernobylite.
But she's been calling me this whole time. She wanted me here.
I'm afraid you were bamboozled, my poor boy. We all were. It wasn't Tanya who called you here, but it.
Chernobylite? But the images, the voices.
They felt so real, I know. Your mother was your biggest weakness, and the entity exploited that. It wanted you here. It has plans for you, you see, and I cannot allow it to succeed.
Someone sent me a photo of Tatiana and the piece of Chernobylite. Those weren't hallucinations. They were real. I couldn't have constructed my portal gun without them.
Oh, that. It was that bastard Semenov, of course. He wanted to bring you here as well. He never got over it when you vanished. Not that it matters now. I really hoped you would stay away. But it's too late now. I can't allow you to interact with the entity in any way. Only one of us is leaving this room alive.
Wait, can't we talk it over?
We just did. Goodbye, son. Igor. I wish there was another way. I won't let you hurt her. Don't go easy on me. I won't do the same for you. To save Tanya. Only I am. I wish there was another way. Show me the new and improved Igor Kiminyak.
Ah, travou?
I won't let you hurt her.
Ah, não. Travou meu controle. Sério isso? There was another way. E aí? Jogou pra dentro. Retirei.
I don't need a force field to defeat you.
Ah,
What? You should be dead. Yeah, I've been getting that a lot lately. Look familiar? Where did you get that from? Where else? I took it from you. From your cold, dead hands, Igor. What? Where? When? In a reality where you fucked up, my friend. From one of the many worlds bearing the brunt of your failures. Are you saying that you come from a different... that you're from... This is hell. You have no idea. Where are you going? Back to my screwed up world, of course. You know me. I'd prefer to die fighting. Wait! Don't waste the chance I've given you, Igor. Finish the job.
It's over, my son. Close the portal. Cut the connection. Deny this thing a way into our world. Do it now.
Son, please. It will kill her. It will kill the love of my life. Of our life. Please. There's another way.
Just let me go. I've suffered long enough.
You can do this, son. You can be the man I could not. Be the better version of me. Go through the portal and face this thing. Undo the harm we both caused Tanya.
No, do not do this. Kill me. Just kill me, please. Finish it.
eu fui tão egoísta, não posso deixar a Tatiana sofrer mais. Nem que eu tenha que descer até o inferno, eu vou salvar a Tatiana. Vamos ver quem é essa coisa.
A single shot of adrenaline would have saved my ass. Why didn't you give it to me, you cheap fuck?
My life was in your hands, and you let me die.
We were partners, old-timer. I always had your back. Why didn't you have mine?
Taking care of us was your job. You let me die. You failed.
The eulogy you gave at my funeral was awful. Pure drivel. How can you sleep at night, Mouse?
I trusted you. You were supposed to save us all.
You killed Kostia, you motherfucker. My Kostia.
Eu matei, salvei ele de novo.
Why? Why did you betray me, Mousy?
After everything I've done for you, you chose NAR? Burn in hell, you backstabbing
Executing
little
an unarmed
freak!
prisoner like a common thug. I
This
expected
isn't
more from you,
possible.
Professor Kaminiuk.
These things can't all have happened. I fixed them. At least some of them.
You're wrong. Did you think meddling with space-time wouldn't have consequences? All of this, every bit of it, happened.
But how? I was going back through the wormholes. I was fixing everything.
There is no time travel the way your friend Olivier understands it. You can never change what's already occurred, because every change creates its own space-time continuum.
And time only moves in one direction. Entropy.
Every time you make or unmake a decision, you twist an entire dimension. It's because you are a part of me, made from the same multi-dimensional stuff.
But I just wanted to save Tatiana.
Yes, your mother. And along the way, you destroyed countless lives across dozens of dimensions. All because of animal body chemistry, because of the human need to connect with your progenitor. So here I am. I am your real mother.
What are you? Chernobylite?
I am God.
Bullshit. There is no God.
But it's a matter of perspective. To a spider under your boot, you surely are a god. Isn't that so, Igor?
Don't call me that. I'm not... Ah, fuck.
Having a bit of an identity crisis? As a poet once said, the child is the father of the man. The fear that clouds your mind is what makes your situation irreconcilable.
Fear? No. I'm not afraid of...
The fear of discovering there is nothing at the core of your persona but pure chaos. You simultaneously are and are not you. But don't worry, I am about to reveal the truth. After that, it won't matter anymore.
What do you want from me?
Have you ever wondered why, despite your technological sophistication, people so insistently pursue self-destruction? Why destroy your own ecosystem? Why you cannot help but slaughter each other and every other species? Why, over and over again, you sacrifice your own future for short-term gain?
If you're thinking to catch me off guard with your freshman philosophy insights, you've got another thing coming. People are, for the most part, selfish assholes. I don't need an alien entity to tell me this. So what's next? Are you going to propose some kind of new world order to save us all? Am I to be your prophet and help you usher in a comic book utopia?
I never expected you to be so nihilistic, but I suppose it isn't surprising. No, a new world order isn't enough to save you from yourselves. You are fundamentally flawed.
Is that right? And why is that?
Again, it's the fear of your own existence, fear of anything strange or other, fear about the future. I can take it all away. I can help you, as I've helped many other civilizations before.
How?
Your kind can only live in the moment. The future is terrifying to you. It makes you do silly, destructive things. Surely you can see that now. Become my vessel, and I will purify them of fear and weakness. I will remake mankind in my image, burn away the dross in a firestorm the world has never seen. I must reduce everything to ashes so they can be reborn.
That is some insane biblical shit.
You're scared this will make you feel less special, less of a hero? This is what being a hero is all about. You went on a quest to heal the world, to find a cure. I am the cure. We can banter words for as long as you want. I have plenty of time. But the result is inevitable. You and I are already connected at the core. You cannot exist without me. Struggling against me will only tire you. It will not in the slightest change the outcome. You're like a fish, endlessly swimming the circumference of a wash basin. You want to jump out, but without me, you simply can't. All your science cannot help you. It's time to set aside this futile struggle. Help yourself and the world. Embrace me.
É a minha única chance de resgatar a Tatiana e salvar a humanidade. Se eu tiver que sacrificar a mim mesmo para salvar a humanidade e a Tatiana é essa coisa que assim não deixa.
I see you have it all figured out, my love. But it's not going to happen. I refuse to take part. If mankind wants to destroy itself, let it. For all I know, extinction is a better fate than becoming part of whatever you are.
You are defiant, like her. But as I said, we can do this forever. For eternity. I can have you wake back up at your base again and again. In the end, you will always return to me. It is a circle.
A circle? Of course.
Oh, don't get distracted with your theories now. You have no choice. We belong together.
I almost fell for it. But something betrayed you. You omitted one detail, a detail that makes you vulnerable. Me. I'm your only hope, and this also makes me your biggest weakness.
You cannot exist without me. I made you. Everything you are is because of me.
True, but you also cannot exist in this plane without me. You're no god. You're just a fucking parasite. A freeloader looking for a new host, hoping to get a foothold in a new environment. Tanya, my mom, is no longer a viable option for you. You can't use her anymore. Who knows? Perhaps you never needed her in the first place. And all this was a ruse to bring me back to you.
You don't even know what you are. You have no identity. You don't exist without me. Now obey.
Identity. Yes. Perhaps I'm Igor. Perhaps I'm Igor's son. Perhaps I'm both. Maybe I'm just a faulty copy of a dead physicist. But it doesn't matter. I make my own choices. And that brings us neatly to my conclusion. As a scientist, I must test this theory before I can confirm or deny it. So watch closely, my love. This is my final experiment. It's time to break the circle and destroy the parasite by denying it a host.
No! 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 No!
E agora?
The protagonist never returned from the power plant. The Chernobylite vanished entirely. The zone is now free of it. Igor stalkers drove off the remaining NAR troops and even convinced a few of them to join the cause.
Acabou? Será?
Now they're working together for the good of the Samoshels, tracking down the few remaining monsters still roaming the area. Olivier never had the chance to change his own past and prevent the ambush that wiped out his team. His obsession almost steered him down the dark path of treachery, but in the end, he redeemed himself by helping Igor with his mission. Even though it cost him his life, because he had been a part of something bigger than himself, he was at peace in his final moments. In spite of his flaws, Olivier will always be remembered in the zone for his courage and grit. For this haunted place will always be a monument to broken heroes with a twisted past. Mikhail's life was always full of violence. He was the angriest, most obnoxious man Igor had ever known, but he was also unfailingly honest, both with himself and others. Mikhail's thirst to avenge his murdered friends was his main driving force, but working with Igor and the others eventually made him appreciate the kinder aspects of life. In spite of his rough manner and the darkness inside him, Igor came to like the neurotic stalker, and by the end, considered him a true colleague. Mikhail decided to remain in the zone and join the others in protecting their shared home. Sashko had always been the lone wolf and daredevil of the zone. Life had always been harsh for him, and he learned the hard way to rely only on himself. His crusade against NAR began with a desire for closure regarding his brother Ruslan's death, but Igor's quest to find Tatiana was what kept him going until the end. In his final moments, he enjoyed a privilege afforded to few men indeed. He had no regrets. He died as he lived, fighting bravely for those closest to him, and that was enough. Tarakan's fight against the Rat King has reached an end. Having barely survived the zone, he realized his time was up. Now, someone else must carry the torch and defeat the evil lurking in the power plant. But Tarakan wasn't worried. After all, he had prepared Igor and others well. Tarakan's true identity was never discovered. Was he a madman, a saint, a spy? Perhaps he was all of these, or perhaps none of them. But one thing is certain, the old man was a true child of Pripyat. His restless soul will forever wander its marshes and woods. Like so many before him, General Kozlov made the wrong choices while chasing a dream of the good life. War taught him about the cruelty and inevitability of loss, leaving him indifferent to human suffering. His experiences made him strong, but also blind to the serendipitous moments which could have placed his life on a different trajectory. And so his death was as empty as his life. General Kozlov spent his final moments consumed with bitterness. If I only had another chance, he said to himself. Alas, that is a privilege afforded to very few. Semenov's ambitions and neuroses almost got him killed. He was a brilliant scientist, but could never come to terms with the collapse of the Soviet Union.
Traiu e não morreu no fim.
Though not a devout communist, Semenov could not stomach the chaotic aftermath, for it reflected the emptiness of his own heart. And so he chased his green Chernobylite dream, hoping his experiments would usher in a new world order. In reality, what he sought was to fill the gaping void in his own soul. Meeting his former student Igor saved Semenov's life, although he could never have predicted it. Confronted with mortal danger, he realized he could no longer allow his demons to determine his fate. He left the zone, hoping there was still time for him to find peace. Without Semenov's brilliance, NAR eventually dissolved, most of its mercenaries wiped out by either the Shadows or the Samoshils. Faced with staggering losses, the shareholders halted all funding. All that remains of NAR in the zone are the empty barracks and derelict labs, stark reminders of a misguided ambition based on human misery.
Ok, pessoal. Vou dizer, é um jogo diferente, tá? É interessante e jogabilidade legal, entendeu? Mas, vou ser sincero, eu acho que eu fui realmente até o fim para terminar essa série, realmente, porque acredito que teriam outros jogos mais interessantes para jogar. Vou dizer o seguinte, vale a pena? Vale, acho que sim. Acho que valeu a pena sim. É interessante essa questão de voltar no tempo, de tu poder realmente mudar o teu passado, mudar todo o jogo. E eu imagino que a gente tenha condições de fazer outros finais. Daqui a pouco eu volto com um vídeo, daqui a pouco com um final alternativo. Acho que seria interessante vou salvar. Se realmente for muito diferente, daqui a pouco eu trago para vocês. Bom, pessoal, agradeço vocês terem me acompanhado nesse jogo até o fim. E se caso vocês não estiverem inscritos no canal ainda, se inscrevam. Pessoal, se quiserem colocar nos comentários aí daqui a pouco o próximo jogo que eu posso trazer pro canal, eu agradeço. Beleza? Abração, pessoal.